A static file. For the most part, I keep it static in most of my projects. So this is the settings.py file, and believe me that this settings.py file contains all the settings. In fact, if not all, most of the settings that you can change anytime and your project will be affected. So settings.py is a file which contains the project configuration. It contains the Django project configuration. The best part about the file generated automatically by Django, according to me, is that they give you the link to refer. If you go back once again, they give you a lot of links to refer. You can safely come back here, click on the respective links, and you are taken to the respective page in the documentation, and you can always read more about the stuff that you want to, that you are interested in. Now what I'll do is I'll talk about these files called urls.py. But before that, let's talk about this init.py. What is this file? Init.py is a file. It's an empty file. If I show you, it's an empty file. It tells your Python interpreter that, hey, this is a Python package. So this is a Python package. If you insert a file called init.py, this will be considered as a Python project. That's about it. Nothing interesting more than that in this file. Now we'll go to ASGI. Now, if you go to a web server and you go from dev to production, which means now you want to host your website and want your users to use the website, what you will do is you'll not use Django development server. This server that we are using here by firing python manage.py run server will not use this in production workload. Why? Because we don't want our user to see our website down. We want a user to see our website up and running all the times. In order to make sure that our website is up and running all the time, what I'll do is I'll point my WSGI compatible or ASGI compatible web server to this file, and this file will take care of all the things that are required to serve this project. Now we'll talk about web servers later, but for now just consider ASGI.py to serve ASGI compatible servers, and WSGI.py is a file that contains the configuration that is needed by WSGI compatible servers. So for now, you can just think of these ASGI and WSGI files as helper files for web servers in order to host your project. That's it. But what we are interested in during development is the settings.py and urls.py. Settings.py, as we already discussed, is the project configuration. urls.py is actually responsible for which URL contains what. Now your website will look, say, something like this. If your website is, say, hey, if a user comes with this request, you have to send this HTML CSS in JavaScript. If you have already watched this video of mine, wherein I taught you about how websites work, how HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Django, they all work together, then you know what I'm talking about. So once you have your request, your Django has the responsibility to send back HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So if a user comes to slash or slash about or slash contact or slash videos, this urls.py file contains the data about that. So this was pretty much about the files that Django generates automatically for us. I hope you understood about all these files. Now one point that I want to make here is you don't have to dive deeper into settings.py and ask yourself the question that what is this for? What is context processor? What is this? What is this? What is this? Instead of doing that, I want you to have some patience and just develop one or two websites with Django. This is how it works. I'm telling you, you don't have to understand what this variable is. You don't have to understand what name is or what engine is for that matter. Once you are comfortable with Django as a beginner, I want to suggest you that you just create few websites with Django, and once you do that, it'll be all good and you'll automatically come to know what these things are. So once you have some experience in building websites, you can come back to the settings.py file and you can realize for yourself that which variable is doing what, which particular setting is doing what. So we'll very often come back to settings.py file and tweak our variables in order to meet our project needs. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, I want you to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already accessed this playlist, I want you to access this playlist as soon as possible, because this is really very important, as this is the playlist where I am going to be posting all the Django videos. So I want you to access this playlist by clicking here. You can bookmark it by clicking here and save this playlist by clicking here. I'm going to be posting all the videos for free as I've already promised. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just have to come to this playlist and watch the videos as I post them. So give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed the channel, I want you to subscribe this channel. There are many people who are watching these videos without subscribing. I saw my analytics and it says that most of you are not subscribed to this channel. I want you guys to subscribe this channel and show some support. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.